This is breaking news from Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And we continue to follow breaking news from the Supreme Court in an influential Supreme Court decision impacting colleges and students nationwide. Justices ruled to strike down affirmative action policies at public and private colleges and universities. Chief Justice John Roberts saying higher education schools can no longer take race into consideration as a factor for granting admission, overturning decades of legal precedent.
Now, the dissenting opinions call the decision deeply unfortunate for many in the minority community trying to get into college. President Biden set to make a statement on this any moment now. When that happens, we will, of course, bring it to you live.
ABC's Em Nguyen has been following all of the latest developments today on this important story. She joins us now live from the Supreme Court. Em?
Sandra, Shirlene, the Supreme Court ruled that race-conscious admissions essays and those actual essays can still have the race included, their experiences included, but actually the policies are unlawful. So they're saying that it violates the 14th Amendment. In a major 6-3 Supreme Court ruling, the justices split along conservative and liberal lines, with the conservative majority striking down the use of affirmative action in higher education, effectively upending the use of race as a factor in college admissions in order to achieve diversity in college campuses. The court had heard 2 cases challenging the admissions policies of Harvard and the University of North Carolina.
No more, according to the Supreme Court today, of this effort to achieve diversity overall by looking at the identity, not the story or experiences, but the identity of a student alone.
Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson recused herself from the Harvard case, but offered her dissent in the UNC case, saying the devastating impact of this decision cannot be overstated. Racial inequality will persist so long as it is ignored. In October, after nearly 5 hours of oral arguments, Justice Clarence Thomas expressed his skepticism about affirmative action.
I've heard the word diversity quite a few times, and I don't have a clue what it means. It seems to mean everything for everyone.
2 cases were before the court, both brought by a conservative advocacy group asking judges to reverse 4 decades of precedent. In the first one, Edward Bloom argued Harvard discriminates against Asian American applicants by using subjective standards to score their personalities. In the second, he alleged the University of North Carolina discriminates against white and Asian American students by giving preference to Black, Hispanic, and Native American applicants. Both institutions deny the allegations. And this ruling forces higher education to take a closer look at new ways to achieve diverse student bodies. Shirlene, Sandra.
Now, Em, we have a question for you. Among many people, Black and brown people, we have felt that race has been a factor. But at the end of the majority opinion, Chief Justice John Roberts did say that applicants can still talk about race in their college admission essays. How does that work?
Right. So the court did find that race could still be used in those college admissions essays. Chief Justice John Roberts said that you can talk about your experiences, whether those are hardships, stories about discrimination, stories about inspiration, anything otherwise. You can still talk about those experiences in those college essays, but you cannot use those essays to circumvent what the justices today have already ruled.
Oh boy. All right. Thank you so much for that, Em. This discussion continues. So how are college students, the ones who are going to be impacted the most, reacting? Earlier on ABC World News Tonight, anchor David Muir spoke with students on both sides of the issue, and they debated their thoughts. Take a look.
By getting rid of affirmative action, now we look at the individual student and what they've accomplished, and we can look at what barriers they've overcome. But we view them as an individual first and foremost.
Now that students are forced to talk about racial discrimination and their experiences with it, their obstacles with it in their college essays, they're now being known by their race first and by their academics and otherwise other experiences second.
For most people, race is just a characteristic. It's sort of the way that your body manifests. I think that for some students that does play a role in how they experience the world, but for some students it doesn't. And I think that allowing them that option to express that in an essay, for instance, affords much more freedom, because race doesn't affect everybody the same way.
Race for people that look like me, race for Latino students, it's not just a characteristic. It's something that determines the funding that I get, the representation that I lack.
That's sort of what happens to all minority groups when you view us first and foremost as a certain race, and then just look at individual characteristics that we have later. I think we should flip that around and view our individual characteristics regardless of what race we are.
It's very short-sighted to not recognize that regardless if you're white, Asian, Black, Hispanic, race does have an impact on your life, on your identity, and how you navigate through the United States.
Appreciate it. Alex Shea, Bumia Missouri, really important to hear from the young people. Deeply personal, this issue will be.
Absolutely personal, very passionate, and this discussion will continue. Stay with Eyewitness News and ABC News as we continue to follow developments and new reaction from the Supreme Court's decision on affirmative action. You can also sign up for breaking news alerts. We're still waiting for the president to speak, and we will be bringing that right to you as well.